Hello and welcome back to another video of Heitland Media Group. I'm the founder, Jens Heitland, and in this video we look into the CEO Authority Impact Program. That's the program that we use to position CEOs as thought leaders in their industries. And we have 4 different components. We start with the authority discovery, then we go into the strategic positioning, then the next one is influence activation, and the fourth one is legacy acceleration. Let's dive into the first one. And by the way, this is the 3rd video of a series. If you haven't seen the first 2, make sure to check them out. The phase number 1 is authority discovery. This is the phase where we are building out the personal brand of the CEO, going deep into what makes this person credible. We look into the superpower, we look into the values, we look into the why of that person, and then craft detailed brand values and brand pillars that represent the CEO. And as well, we build a tone of voice. How does that person represents the company and him or herself credibly in the future? And then the next part of that program is where we look into the stories. We look backwards and then look into what are the different stories that you have experienced in your life that make you as the CEO credible. And then we bring that back into a story library. So a story library that helps you to tell the stories all the time going forward. The third part of this is we look into a keynote. We are developing a signature keynote together, which is a keynote that you can hold on all stages across the world, where we loop all of these things together: your credibility, the topics that you stand for, and as well your stories. And that's then a signature keynote that you can use on the different stages, but as well use in business context. The only thing that you then add to that is the business context. Let's go into the second phase. The second phase is strategic positioning. First and foremost, every strategy starts with a goal. Where do you want to be in the future? And then we use that and look into how do we want to measure the future and how do we want to measure that outcome. From that, then we look into the company, the marketing strategy and the PR strategy of the company. And the reason for that is that we want to blend these 2 strategies together, because you are a CEO of a company and you need to support the business to get new clients, new leads, and new opportunities in. And if we know what the business goal is, and if we know what the strategic marketing topics are and PR, then we can link the personal branding strategy with that strategies to create a plan, which is a roadmap on exactly how do we do the positioning and how do we bring back value to the business. And from that, then we go a level deeper. We build this roadmap. We look into what are the different channels you should be visible on. How do we link this to the target audience that you want to engage with? And then we look as well into how do we build the content that is compelling to that audience and that speaks a language that they understand. And then we loop that back into a metric dashboard so that we know every single month, are we on track towards that strategy or not? That leads us to the influence activation. That's kind of launching the whole personal brand and thought leadership strategy of the CEO omnipresent. And then we look into building a personal website, which is the hub. Then we look into bringing the brand message across all different social media. Because for us, it's extremely important to understand and showcase that doesn't matter which platform you're on, let's say LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok, that you have the same level of appeal to your target audience. And when we have all of this built, then we utilize obviously content that we are creating together, which is a photo shooting and a brand video shooting and or a video shooting like I do right now. That is then going into all the different ecosystems. And then when we have finished this, then we go into the usual operation of the personal brand. That means we have a monthly strategy session, we have creation, video creation, podcast creation, content creation, and then we go deeper into how do we manage all of this on the different platforms? How do we manage this on a podcast channel? How do we manage and showcase this on LinkedIn so that people can explore you? And doing that on a daily basis takes a lot of time. That's why we do this for the CEO. We believe a CEO has to lead the company and bring business, and has not to sit there and do social media postings. That's why we do this in a done for you package, because we believe that the time of a CEO is super valuable. And when done properly, the credibility and the visibility gets equal. That means if you have seen the first video, you understand that the opportunities will come back to you and your business. And with that, the whole systematic way of building a personal brand and leading it to be a thought leader in the industry will help you to do that. This is what we do at Heitland Media Group, and if you are interested, you're welcome to contact us. In the next videos, we will go even deeper into these topics. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe so that you get pinged when the next video comes out. See you in the next video.